Let's face it, the word leftovers doesn't exactly bring them running into the kitchen.
But all it takes are a few everyday items to turn your leftover ingredients into one delicious menu. Lemon chicken soup with spaghetti. It's a great way to make rotisserie chicken last all week long. This is a hearty soup that you can whip together in no time. Pea pesto crostini. Crusty bread is even better the second time around. And this colorful side dish tastes as great as it looks. Lemon mint cake with lemon syrup. I love simple syrup. Add it to this light and airy cake and you're in for an irresistible treat.
Leftovers don't have to be boring, and these recipes turn yesterday's menu into exciting new dishes. I'm starting with my lemon chicken soup with spaghetti. And we're gonna start with 6 cups of chicken broth. And I'm using low sodium chicken broth because I like to control how much salt goes into my chicken soup. So I'm just turning on the stove about medium high, and we're gonna grab some lemon. 2 lemons and some carrots. Now, I know that traditionally you obviously don't put lemon juice in chicken soup, but I'm telling you, this is really good. The lemon juice makes it really bright and really brings out all the flavors and kind of just gives it a little bit of that like zing, that little punch. So we're gonna add about 1/3 cup of lemon juice, which you're gonna get from approximately 2 lemons. You know what it does? The lemon juice really just makes the chicken soup really happy. It makes you smile. And we've got 2 carrots. So you can add whatever else you want, celery or onion if you want to, but for me, it's all about the carrots. And that's really all we need because we're gonna add some other really good stuff in here. So I already washed the carrots ahead of time, and now just wanna peel them. Because I'm adding all these different ingredients to it, it makes it a really creative new dish. And that's what I love about it. I want to cut the carrot into little pieces. And you can cut them any which way you want. You know, sometimes people like chunkier pieces in their chicken soup. I like them kind of medium. And I just put them directly into the pot. And this is great because it's a 1-pot meal and it's so good. Throw that in there. So let me give this a quick little stir, just to make sure that everything mixes together. So now, for one of the special ingredients in here, and I really do think that this is special, the bay leaf. And the bay leaf kind of adds that warmth to the chicken soup, and you only want to add 1. Ah, it smells good, because it can be pretty strong. What you do is you just let it simmer in there and release all those flavors, and it gives it that warmth that I love. So now let's grab the spaghetti and the chicken. So we've got some spaghetti and rotisserie chicken. All right, so before we add the spaghetti, I want to add one of my special ingredients here, my rind. And now it's Parmesan cheese rind. You can use Romano cheese rind or Parmesan cheese rind, but I have extra rinds just sitting in my fridge. And what I like to do with them, and this is a great way to use these leftovers, is to toss it into the broth. It slowly starts to soften in there and melt into the soup, which gives it an unbelievable flavor. And the rind is not plastic or anything. It's all natural, so it can melt in there, and it's good for you, and it's all good. And I'm also gonna add about a handful of spaghetti. Just take the spaghetti, and I just break them up. There we go. And you can use whatever kind of pasta you want. And I like the long pasta in the chicken soup. It makes it really good and really pretty. So you just add that all in there. And as the spaghetti cooks, I'm moving on to the rotisserie chicken. There we go. So I used the legs earlier in the week. So now I want to use the breasts, and this is what I do. I use about 1 cup of meat, and I'm going to leave the skin on just because it's going to give the chicken more flavor. And you can shred it or you can cut it up. I'm just gonna cut it up because it makes it look a little bit prettier. And I just cut it into little cubes, just like that. It smells good and it's so yummy. And what I do is I just take the chicken and put it directly into the chicken stock. And all you really want to do to the chicken is heat it through. So while the pasta cooks, it's going to take about, 5 to 8 minutes to get that all done. So it's pretty quick. So let's add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Give it a stir. And while that cooks, I'm going to chop up some fresh flat leaf Italian parsley. A little bit of fresh flavor. And again, when you cook something, for a period of time, you want to add some fresh herbs right on top. So give that a quick chop, and it smells good. And the parsley adds beautiful color. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of Romano cheese. And what I do here is I just grate the Romano right into the soup. And Romano's sharper than Parmesan cheese, so it gives it kind of a pungent flavor. And then we're going to add a little bit more right into the bowl right before I eat it, so it slowly starts to melt in there. So the soup's going to cook a little bit longer, and up next, I'm going to make these pea pesto crostini that's going to be perfect with the chicken soup.
And look how gorgeous. A few simple ingredients transform crusty bread into something truly gourmet.